I've got a gorgeous cluster of blooms to share with you today. Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my channel and my studio. Today I've got new cardstock colors and a gorgeous die set from Concord and Ninth, and I'm going to build the most beautiful cardstock floral thing ever. And I don't have to think too hard because the design of the die shows you basically where to place everything, and it comes together so quickly after the die cutting is done. To see that card project, stick around. It's coming up next. Here's a look at the die set I'm going to be using today from Concord and Ninth, and this is called the Primrose Garden dies. There are also a coordinating stamp set that works with the little banner greeting, and you can choose any of these greetings. They will fit inside that little banner. The thing I love about this is it gives you basically an embossed outline to show you where all the pieces go, and all you have to do is pick out colors. Now, whenever you get a product, and I've already I took all the dies off and it's a little wrinkly, but it will give you an idea of how it goes together, and this can help you choose colors. There are some new colors from Concord and Ninth that they have added to their collection. This is just a stamp sample of the colors, but I have all the cardstocks here of the new colors: the wild berry, the watermelon, creamsicle, grasshopper, eucalyptus, and rainforest. Now I've already cut out my little samples that I keep on my little, I'll show you here, on my little tag ring. And I actually just pulled the little labels that go with the inks. I'm going to just put them right on here, and I think that looks really cute. So I always make tags because this is a great way to come and start saying, hey, what color looks best with what? So I'll be sure to pop a video that shows how I made this little tag book. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bunch of die cutting done off camera. I am going to be using wild berry today, and I am going to be using grasshopper, but I'm going to pull in some other colors from the Concord and Ninth collection to build my blooms. So I'm going to do a bunch of die cutting, and then I'm going to show you how easily this comes together. So I have all of my pieces cut out, and you can see the color palette that I decided to go with. I like to keep things very monochromatic, and I have my base, and as you can see, it has all that glorious definition of where things go. However, if you get confused while you're working, you can look at how the layers are intended to go. So base leaves, then these leaves and these berries, then we go with the small flowers. So you just kind of follow it as you go. And I'm going to turn on some music and just start gluing things together, and we'll see what shakes out. Look at how fun this is all coming together. Now, I built it up based on the layers on the packaging, but you could also kind of wait and tuck some of these in a little bit later so you could see a little more. But that's the general look of that panel. And look at how full it is. Now, the thing is too, you can mix in a whole bunch of different colors. What I like to do, especially the first time that I'm using a product like this, is I kind of keep it monochromatic. So I have my greens and I have my pinks, and I love the way this looks. So now what I need to do is I need to figure out which type of greeting I want to do for my banner. And let me think. I think this actually would look really cute done with either a gray cardstock or maybe even black, just for a really cool stark look. So let me get some cardstock so we can stamp and cut our greeting. I actually think black maybe is too harsh. Wouldn't pebble be pretty with this for a banner? I am going to try it. This is a little wider than I wanted it to be. So I'm going to pop this right here in my Misty. I think I'm going to do Sending You So Much Love. I like that greeting. All right, so we're just going to pop that right down here. We'll pick this up. I'm going to prime, oh, very sticky. I'm going to prime this a little bit just because brand new stamp. And I'm going to use my anti-static powder tool. This just allows the other embossing powder to slide off freely in case my hands have handled this too much. There we go. All right. And I'll be using my Versamark pad, my clear embossing ink. Ink this up. I'm going to bring that down. Just kind of press my fingers. See how that looks. Oh, that looks really good. I'll do 2 for good measure. And I'll grab my little folded piece of pink copy paper so I can pour my powder on. All right, my clothespin, protect the mani, always important. And I'm going to use some of my Brutus Monroe Alabaster embossing powder. Sprinkle this on. And yeah, that's going to look really pretty. Beautiful. All right. And I'll just funnel this back in. Great. Just wipe up any extra powder off the paper as well, because the static kind of, keeps it there, and then you can fold it, put it away for the next time. All right, let me get my heat tool warmed up and I will melt this powder. All right, let me get the coordinating die to cut this out. All right, so now all you have to do is, I'll get that out of the way, is line up the die. I'm going to use a little tape because my paper is a little warped, so the magnet is not holding super tight here. And then you're also going to take, well, it's still not holding very tight. That's why I love running it through a die cut machine, because then it will flatten it very nicely. But you also want to cut out the sides here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out that, and then I'm going to cut one more grouping so that I can have a little more dimension. So let me run this through and get all the pieces cut out. So to finish out the ribbon, what we're going to do is we're just going to take a little here, stop right about there, because you want to have this kind of sit up just a tiny bit because it gives that illusion of motion. Like on the ribbon, do you know what I mean? Like, so the ribbon's going whoop, and then on the other side, we're going to do it so that it's coming at the top. I think that's a really smart way to design a little ribbon element. Closer there like that. And then again, this one's going to be up just a little like that. A little bit higher. And Is that about equal? I think that's about equal. So it gives you that ribbony look. I don't know if I'm oozing out here. I might be a little. I always clean my glass mat with rubbing alcohol, and I also have I have this Tim Holtz tonic scraper, which is really nice for you spray on a little alcohol and you scrub, 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 and it doesn't seem to hurt the mat at all, and it cleans the mat really nicely. It's part of a tool set. And now we'll let this sit for a minute. Now I think that white is gonna look really nice for my note card. I'm not sure how this is gonna fit on here, so let's get our score buddy and fold this cardstock. So we're gonna score this piece. This of course is 11 inches by 4 1/4. This would look really nice on a 5 by 7 card too, but I really don't do 5 by 7 cards. Occasionally, but I just like the size of a US A2. I think it's really easy to work with. I have envelopes for these. You know, it's just my go-to. So let's see how this looks. But I decided, let's see here, to go with an 80-pound white because I am not sure how this is going to fit. But I actually have to trim that a little. It's a little off. My paper from the paper mill is actually cut wrong, so hold tight. Oh, see, that fits really well. And that's still going to fit inside a card, no problem. Oh gosh, that is just a burst of joy. And then this little friend is going to sit right there. I just think this is so, or maybe even tuck up a little more like that. Or I could pop it so that it was up more above the flower. Now I don't know, but I do know, and I'm not going to trim any, I mean, you could definitely do something like that and then trim off the excess. Like you could use a die to do that. But you know what? I actually don't want to risk that because I think that is so pretty just on its own. I mean, that's an intense floral. Okay, so again, I'm going to use liquid glue. I'm going to go all over the back here to hold my flower in place. My flower, my cluster of magic, right? We'll just go up and down here. Get enough on there. You could use any type of adhesive here that was strong. You could use like a Tombow Extreme or score tape or something like that. I think this will be just fine. I'm going to place this down, and I have a little wiggle room here so I can pick it up and just say, yeah, I think that is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, pressing it down like that. But now, yeah, my question is, do I want to have Sending So Much Love with a bit of a pop? Or even just right at the bottom, like that. But I think I like the offset a bit, and I think I like it a little bit adhered to the base. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use these guys here, and that's going to be my base adherence. That way I don't have to worry about squishing that down. Okay, and tweezers. I just want to see my clearance area. Clearance, do we have it? I think we will. We're going to come right here and pop that down. Right. I want to see a little of that underneath. Or maybe not. Maybe I don't. Maybe that's what I want right there. And press. Oh, that is so cute. All right, now I've gone this far. I do have, and I will show you this, I have grasshopper green dots. I also have wild berry, but you know what? I think that possibly just a few of the little grasshopper greens could be really cute. And these are self-adhesive, so let's pop a few down. The nice thing is too, if I decide, oh, I don't like the look of this, you can easily, before you press too hard, you can just say, hey, I don't love this. Why don't we not? And just pick it up and put it back on the sheet. But I think I'm going to do one here. These are so teeny tiny, and I just I just love a teeny tiny little friend like that. Look at how cute that is. Oh, I love it. Okay, where else would I want one? Maybe I want one. I'd like to have 3 clusters, and maybe this one over here could use a bigger. We'll do a little bigger friend there into a smaller one. This just adds a little tone on tone texture in that same sort of, yeah, I'm totally pressing those in. I love it. In that same sort of grasshopper tone. And then I could say, I'm going to come over here too. Do I want one up top? I think I just want to have one there, a little BB, like that. I feel like I don't get the opportunity to use little dots as often as I would like, and I think these are very cute. Oh gosh, do I want to have a total of 5? No, I think I'm going to have to say that is the finished card project. I love this. This is so fun. So you can kind of see, you can mix and match any colors that you like. That guide of the little, dotted, where did you go? Here you go. The little dotted outline gives you all the placement that you need, right? And you just fill it in. What a great way too to use up paper scraps that you have. I don't know if you keep a bin like I do, but I do keep a paper scrap bin, and this would be a really fun way to also put all those scraps to work. Thanks so much for watching today. You can find my visual supply list in the YouTube description box. I'll also have a blog post for you if you'd like to see some more photos of this card project. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you, so hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I post. Thanks for watching and have a great day. To see more card projects featuring products from Concord and 9th, check out the 2 thumbnails I have linked for you below, and I will see you in those videos.